So after Vijayanagar Empire, administration. Now we have some points on the economy of Vijayanagar Empire. Economy of Vijayanagar Empire. Some important fact file is there, like Bhatkal on the west coast and Masola in the east coast was two important ports. Masola was also known as Masulipatanam. So Bhatkal in east coast, Bhatkal in west and Masola in east coast were the two important ports. Masulipatanam. And when Vijayanagar Empire came in contact with Portuguese, then horses were also imported from Persia, Iran. Portuguese greatly helped Vijayanagar rulers in getting the horses from Central Asia. So horses were imported from Persia. Amuktamaleda, a text written by Krishnadev Rai, talks about horse trade. Amuktamaleda, a text written by Krishnadev Rai, talks about horse trade. Motupalli, a popular port under Kakatiya, also played a very important role in external trade. So what are the trade we have talked about? First is Bhatkal, second is Masola, and third is the Motupalli. This is the popular port under Kakatiya, also played an important role in the external trade. So these are the three important places where the Vijayanagar rulers had the trading depot, and they used to have a trade with different areas. So Motupalli was a popular port under the Kakatiya, also played a very important role in the external trade. There was one important thing that is called kalamkari painting. Kalamkari means the pen. Using the pen, the painting was made on the cloth. So kalamkari textile, that is the printed cloth. What do you mean by kalamkari? Kalam means pen. By using pen, you do painting on the cloth, and that is called kalamkari painting, which was a very popular in that region. So kalamkari textile, the printed cloth, were exported from Masola. Masola means Masulipatanam of modern today, Machilipatnam or the Masulapatnam. So one was the kalamkari textile. Srikalahasti in Andhra Pradesh was another center of the trade. Srikalahasti. So these things you need to remember. The one port was Bhatkal, second was Masola, which is also known as Masulipatanam or the Machilipatnam, and third is Motupalli. Right, and kalamkari textile was very much exported from Masola. Srikalahasti was also very important part of the trade. Kalamkari textile was exported from Masola. Diamond mines you can have from Golconda and Bazar Karur. These are the two famous places for the diamond industry. Bazar Karur. So the land tax was that of the major source of revenue. Nunes tells us that it was 1/10 of the produce. There were two important guilds. Guilds means organization of craftsmen. So there are two important organization of guilds. The popular guilds were Pancham Baru and Kaikolas. Pancham Baru and Kaikolas. These are the two important guilds. Guilds of weavers. So Pancham Baru and Kaikolas. Guilds of the weavers. The land tax, that was the major source of revenue. Nunes tells us that it was 1/10 of the produce. Now come to the Vijayanagar culture. So Vijayanagar style of architecture is, although we study architecture in a different segment, but I am giving you one example that architecture was very popular. It was known as architecture of Vijayanagar Empire. Architecture of Vijayanagar Empire. The Vijayanagar Empire had followed Dravid and Besar style of architecture. The combination of both, Dravid and Besar style of architecture. Combination of Dravid and Besar style of architecture. Combination of Dravid and Besar style of architecture. Dravid style of architecture was very popular in southern India, and Besar style of architecture was popular in western India. Both combinedly, and we have seen Dravid style was started by Pallavas and Besar style was started by Chalukyas in ancient India. So both combinedly you can see the feature of Dravid Vijayanagar. Krishnadev Rai, he constructed two temples. Vitthal Swami temple and Hajra Swami temple. Vitthal Swami temple and Hajra Swami temple. They constructed the two temples, Vitthal Swami and Hajra Swami temple. Both the temples was constructed by Krishnadev Rai. These are the example of separately combination of the Besar and Dravid style. Combination of Besar and Dravid style. Vitthal Swami temple and Hajra Swami temple. These two, the combination of Dravid and Besar style of architecture. So something borrowed from the Chalukya, something borrowed from the Pallavas, and all the features was presented in these temples. The two temples constructed by Vijayanagara Empire. Bharatnatyam was very popular during the time of Vijayanagara Empire. There are two dances which was very popular, Bharatnatyam and then Kuchipudi. These two ones was very popular in Vijayanagara Empire. This form of Bharatnatyam introduced by Bharat Muni, he wrote Natya Shastra, which consists of the detailed exposition of Bharatnatyam. Introduced by Siddhendra Yogi, Peri Ninatyam, Yaksh Ganam, the dance form with the themes exclusively derived from Bhagavatam. So Bharatnatyam, Kuchipudi, these two dance form was very popular during the time of Vijayanagara Empire. We will see separately in the art and culture segment this Bharatnatyam and Kuchipudi. These two dance form is very popular during the time of Vijayanagara Empire. We will see the detail of this dance exposition, what are their characteristics, what are the great dancers there in art and culture. So right now we are looking into the medieval and ancient portion, the politico-economic affair, and that is the reason why we are not going into details of that. Bharatnatyam and Kuchipudi. Now come to the Bahmani Empire. Bahmani Empire. I will show PPT later. Bahmani Empire. Look at this is a area which is a part which is called Raichur Doab. Raichur Doab. This is the area Raichur Doab. Above that, this was a Bahmani state. Bahmani state spread over the vast territory. Bahmani state. And this was a Vijayanagar Empire. And both the states keep on fighting for Raichur Doab. Both the states keep on fighting for Raichur Doab. So Bahmani and Vijayanagar. Both the states keep on fighting for this is a Raichur Doab. Keep on fighting for Raichur Doab. So Bahmani state, how Bahmani state came into existence? How this state came into existence? Listen the story completely. Muhammad bin Tughlaq transferred the capital from Delhi to Daulatabad. Delhi to Daulatabad. But I told you that this project failed and then he again returned back to Daulatabad. Because many amirs and the nobles, they refused to come to Daulatabad. Daulatabad in Maharashtra, it was a hub of the Hindu population, so many amirs and the nobles refused to come to Daulatabad. Muhammad bin Tughlaq invited many Iranians into Deccan. Very important personality, administrator, economist, bureaucrats, they all came from Iran into Deccan. They all came from Iran into Deccan. So Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he invited many Iranians into Deccan. So these Deccans people, these people from Deccan, they were basically Shia community. So they came from Iran and they were mostly from the Shia community. So they came from Iran and they were mostly from Shia community. Shia community. They were mostly from Shia community. Shia community. They were known as Afaki. So who are the Afaki? Afaki were those who came from Iran. They were mostly Shia. Afaki were those who came from Iran. They were mostly Shia. So they came to Deccan during the time of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. They were mostly from Shia community. So they were Afaki. And the local people from Deccan was known as Deccani. local Hindus and Muslims were known as Dakkani. So there was a regular conflict between Afaki and Dakkani. Afaki and Dakkani. There was a regular conflict between Afaki and Dakkani. A regular conflict between Afaki and Dakkani. Afaki were foreigners. Those who came from Iran, they were called Afaki. And Dakkani were the local Hindus and Muslims. Regular conflict between Afaki and Dakkani. There was a regular conflict between Afaki and Dakkani. A regular conflict between Afaki and Dakkani. Afaki had support from Iran. Afaki, they got support from Iran. Afakis, they got support from Iran. They got support from Iran. Therefore, there was a person named Jafar Khan who is also known as Hasan Gangu. Had taken the title of Alauddin Bahman Shah. Had taken the title of Alauddin Bahman Shah. Hasan Gangu had taken the title from Alauddin Bahman Shah. Jafar Khan, Hasan Gangu, and he laid the foundation of Bahmani state. He laid the foundation of Bahmani state in 1347 AD. Jafar Khan is also known as Hasan Gangu and Alauddin Bahman Shah. This is the title. Alauddin Bahman Shah was the title, and original name Jafar Khan or Hasan Gangu, and he laid the foundation of Bahmani state. He laid the foundation of Bahmani state. Firoz Shah Bahmani was greatest ruler of this dynasty. Greatest ruler of this dynasty. He had conflict with Debrai first. Debrai first, the ruler of Vijayanagar Empire, so he had conflict with Debrai first. and he defeated Debrai first and captured Raichur Dwab. He defeated Debrai first and captured Raichur Dwab. Firoz Shah Bahmani, he defeated and captured Raichur Dwab. Raichur Dwab was captured by Debrai first. This is the area which actually I am talking about. This area. Captured by Firoz Shah Bahmani. Then another ruler, Ahmad Shah. Ahmad Shah first, he transferred the capital of Bahmani from Gulbarga to Bidar. Transferred the capital of Bahmani from Gulbarga to Bidar. Ahmad Shah first transferred the capital from Gulbarga to Bidar. Bidar is also in Karnataka. Then we have a Gulbarga to Bidar. Ahmad Shah first. Firoz Shah Bahmani. He transferred the capital from Gulbarga to Ahmad Shah first. He transferred the capital from Gulbarga to Bidar. Mahmud Gaba, he was from Iran. He was the most popular prime minister of Muhammad Shah III of the Bahmani Empire. Mahmud Gaba, he was the prime minister of Bahmani state. So during the time of Muhammad Shah first, during the time of Muhammad Shah III, Mahmud Gaba was the prime minister. He was a great scholar man. He was having a great administrative skill. He expanded the empire and divided it into 8 tarafs. Taraf was the administrative unit. So now the entire Bahmani state was divided in 8 tarafs. Earlier it was happened to be 4, but now he divided into 8 administrative units. He was a very much supporter of education. He founded a madrasa at Bidar. Mahmud Gaba, he was very much influenced and understand the educational values. So he established a madrasa on the model of the Samarkand University of Iran. There were 2000 books in his madrasa. So Samarkand University was a famous university. On the model of that Samarkand University, he established madrasa at Bidar with 2000 books. His revenue reform became model for many revenue reformers in future, like Todermal. Todermal, he was during the time of Akbar. So Todermal was during the time of Akbar. Todermal is during the time of Akbar. So Todermal was very much inspired by Mahmud Gawa in the perspective of revenue administration. He was very much inspired by Mahmud Gawa. Todermal. So Mahmud Gawa, there were many enemies of Mahmud Gawa in the state. So some of his enemies decided to take the conspiracy against him, and a forged letter was presented. The forged letter was presented to the Muhammad Shah III regarding his association with Vijayanagar ruler. That Mahmud Gawa is secretly in alliance with the Vijayanagar ruler, so that forged letter was presented. And this forged letter led to the execution of Mahmud Gawa. So he was finally hanged. So Mahmud Gawa was executed at Kondapalli in 1498 on the charge of treason, on the charge of conspiracy against the state. Some forged letter was presented. Depicting the relation between Mahmud Gawa and the Vijayanagar rulers. And therefore, this type of thought had created the sense of national. So, Mahmud Gawa was executed in Kondapalli in 1498 on the charge of treason. So he was secretly in alliance with the Vijayanagar ruler, as it was presented in that. So after Mahmud Gawa, the glory of the Vijayanagar Empire had ended. After the death of Mahmud Gawa, after the execution of Mahmud Gawa, glory of Vijayanagar Empire had ended. Glory of Vijayanagar Empire had ended, and it was divided in Ahmednagar, Bijapur, Golconda, Berar, and Bidar. Ahmednagar, Bijapur, Golconda, Berar, and Bidar. These are the state. Bijapur, Golconda, Berar and Bidar. These are the state divided the Vijayanagar Empire, and this new state had formed: Ahmednagar, Bijapur, Golconda, Berar and Bidar. These are the states. So after division of Vijayanagar Empire, these 4-5 states had developed. 4-5 states had developed. These are the 4-5 states had developed. Ahmednagar, state of Ahmednagar. Some important fact: Ahmednagar state, Ahmednagar, Maharashtra. So Bahmani state, there are 5 confederacy. I told you that it has divided Ahmednagar. It was ruled by Nizam Shahi dynasty, founded by Nizam Khan. Many times you get this question in the prelims examination, matching questions. So Nizam Shahi dynasty. So Nizam Shahi dynasty founded by Nizam Khan, Ahmednagar. Most popular women ruler of the Ahmednagar, she was a woman, Rani Chand Bibi. So Chand Bibi was the most popular women ruler, but Mughal ruler Akbar defeated her. She was defeated by Abul Fazl, sent by Akbar in 1600. So Ahmednagar, established by Nizam Khan, he laid the foundation of Nizam Shahi dynasty, founded by Nizam Khan. Chand Bibi was the most popular women ruler. She was defeated by Abul Fazl, sent by Akbar in 1600. Akbar sent a force under Abul Fazl and the Chand Bibi was defeated. And after defeat of Chand Bibi, first state of southern India captured by Akbar. It was the first state conquered by Mughals in the south. So now Maharashtra was entered by the Mughal. Malik Ambar was the most popular Diwan of Ahmednagar. Diwan means Prime Minister. So Malik Ambar, the most popular Diwan, Prime Minister. most popular Diwan of Ahmednagar. It was the first state conquered by Mughals in the south among the Confederacy. He was the first to introduce the guerrilla warfare in the south. And there were 8 ministers in the council called Ashtpradhan. So Ahmednagar, the Prime Minister Malik Ambar was a very popular man. In the state of Ahmednagar, Malik Ambar was most popular Prime Minister. He was also known as Diwan. Diwan. Malik Ambar was Diwan. He introduced guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla warfare, you understand? Like the way in hills and valleys there is a terrorist type of invasion, hiding and invading. So guerrilla warfare. He created the administrative system in which there were 8 ministers. 8 ministers. It was known as Ashtpradhan. Ashtpradhan. 8 ministers were there in the council, is known as Ashtpradhan. 8 ministers were there. It greatly inspired Shivaji. It greatly inspired Shivaji. It greatly inspired Shivaji. Ashtpradhan. Eight ministers in the council. Shivaji's administration was also based on Ashtpradhan. 8 ministers in the council. Ahmednagar. Then we have the state of look at the map here. This map is enough to describe. This is the state of Ahmednagar. This is in Karnataka, that is Bijapur state. Golconda, eastern side. Bidar. And one more state was Barar, which was captured later. So now Ahmednagar was captured by Mughal. Once Ahmednagar was captured by Mughal. And Bijapur state was also disintegrated. So these are the some additional fact you need to know, but this was a map to locate the where is Ahmednagar, Bijapur, Golconda, Bidar. So these are the additional information that I wanted to show you. Ahmednagar. Bijapur state. Bijapur state. It was ruled by Adil Shahi dynasty. I told you such questions normally you have in the prelims when you integrate the things with the so Adil Shahi dynasty founded by Adil Shah. It was the biggest and the most powerful state in the Confederacy of Bahmani. So out of the 5 states, Ahmednagar, Bijapur, Golconda, Berar and Bidar, this is the biggest state. Bijapur state was the biggest state and the most powerful state in the confederacy. There was a ruler known as Ibrahim Adil Shah. He was the most secular personality in Vijayanagar Empire. Ibrahim Adil Shah, the most secular personality in Vijayanagar Empire. Most secular personality in Vijayanagar Empire. He was known as Jagat Guru. Jagat Guru. For his secular outlook, he is known as Jagat Guru. For his secular outlook, known as Jagat Guru. Aurangzeb captured Bijapur state twice, 1656 half of the Bijapur state and then 1686 the entire Bijapur state. Bidar, state of Bidar, it was ruled by Barid Shahi dynasty, founded by Qasim Barid. Qasim Barid. Berar, it was ruled by Imad Shahi dynasty, established by Imadul Mulk. It was the smallest and the weakest of the confederacy. So Bijapur, Bidar, Berar, these are the dynasties immediately established after disintegration of Bahmani Empire. Disintegration of Bahmani Empire. Golconda, next state. So it was ruled by Qutub Shahi dynasty, founded by Kulu Qutub Shah. Ibrahim Quli Qutub Shah was the first great king and he participated in the Battle of Talikota against the Bijayanagar Empire. He was in the forefront in defeating the ruler of Bijayanagar Empire. So Battle of Talikota. Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah. Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah, he constructed the Char Minar of Hyderabad. Char Minar of Hyderabad was constructed by Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah. And the Mecca Masjid in Hyderabad, Qutub Shah. In the city Bhagyanagar. So earlier the name of Hyderabad was Bhagyanagar. And finally Aurangzeb captured Golconda. So old name of Hyderabad was Bhagyanagar and finally Aurangzeb captured Golconda. Execution of Mahmud Gama should have led to the decline of glory of Bahmani Empire. Bahmani Empire disintegrated into 5 states after Mahmud Gama. Right? Vijayanagar was solid as it was. And finally in 1565, all the Bahmani states, they combinedly invaded over Vijayanagar Empire. The 5 states were developed after the Vijayanagar Empire got divided, or by the division of Bahmani Empire. If you have any look, this is a Vijayanagar Empire. Look at the map. This is Vijayanagar Empire. This was a Bahmani state. This was a Bahmani state. Bahmani state after Mahmud Gama disintegrated into 5 states. Berar was very weak, very small. Right? So Mahmud Gama was the Prime Minister of Vijayanagar, Prime Minister of Bahmani state. Right? And when he died, because he was secretly involved in communication with the Vijayanagar ruler. So the Bahmani rulers had found Mahmud Gama as an act of treason, and thereafter he was executed. After death of Mahmud Gama, the collapse of the Bahmani state and led to the formation of these states. Right. So all these states combinedly invaded over the Vijayanagar Empire, and then Vijayanagar Empire was also disintegrated. Right. So this is the final thing. So did you understand? Have your queries solved? Sampurna Mukhoti, have you queries solved? And did you understand that what is a relation of the Mahmud Gama and others? If any problem, just make it correct. Make it correct. That Mahmud Gama was Prime Minister of Bahmani Empire, and after his death, on charge of treason, because he was secretly involved in communication with the Vijayanagar ruler, so Sultan of Bahmani executed him. And after his death, the glory of the Bahmani Empire had ended, and then it was led to the division of the Bahmani state into 5 states: Ahmednagar, Bijapur, Golconda, Berar and Bidar. Fine. And then all 5 states in 1565 invaded over Vijayanagar Empire. All 5 states. So after death of Mahmud Gama, Ahmednagar, Bidar. Ahmednagar, there was Nizam Shahi dynasty. Adil Shahi dynasty. Golconda Qutub Shahi dynasty. Berar Imad Shahi dynasty. And Bidar was Barid Shahi dynasty. Bijapur was largest. and Barar was smallest. Largest and Barar was smallest. Barar was captured later on by Ahmednagar. Barar was captured by Ahmednagar. So Barar got over. Barar, it was captured by Ahmednagar. So Barar did not survive for the long time. Did not survive for the long time. So Ahmednagar, Bijapur, Golconda and Bidar, they participated in 1565. These four states were in the forefront to invade over Vijayanagar Empire. Right? So make it proper correction. So these four states participated in the Vijayanagar. Fifth was actually taken by Ahmednagar. So you can call it a 5 together or the 4 together also. But that time only 4 survived. So Ahmednagar Nizam Shahi dynasty, Bijapur Adil Shahi dynasty, Golconda Qutub Shahi dynasty. So this is a disintegration of Bahmani Empire. And 1, 2, 3, 4 they participated in invasion over Vijayanagar Empire in 1565, which is known as Battle of Talikota. Battle of Talikota. So Golconda. So these are the descriptions of the regional states: Bijapur, Ahmednagar, Golconda, Bidar. You must remember the dynasty. Must remember the dynasty that ruled there. There will be a question that who constructed the Charminar of Hyderabad? Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah. He was in forefront of construction of the Charminar of Hyderabad. Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah. So now come to the great Mughal Empire. Mughal Empire. So now we'll give the very big heading here: Mughal Empire. Mughal Empire. Established by Babur, 1526 AD. Established by Babur in 1526 AD. Look, Babur, his original homeland was in Fargana, Central Asia. Original homeland of Babur was in Fargana. Fargana was the original homeland of Babur, Central Asia. Father of Babur was Umar Sheikh Mirza. Umar Sheikh Mirza. And mother was Kutlug Nigar Khanum. Umar Sheikh Mirza and Kutlug Nigar Khanum. He was from the side of Turk and from Mongol. So mother's side he was from Mongol and from father's side he was from Turk. So Babur was a joint. He was a mixture of Mongol and Turk. He was a mixture of Mongol and Turk. Babur, mixture of Mongol and Turk. Babur was expelled from Fargana by Saivani Khan Uzbek. Saivani Khan Uzbek he was a ruler of Uzbekistan. Saivani Khan Uzbek, he was ruler of Uzbekistan. Saivani Khan Uzbek. He expelled Babur from Fargana. He expelled Babur from Fargana. He expelled Babur from Fargana. Babur had taken shelter in Afghanistan. After expulsion from Fargana, Babur had shelter in Afghanistan. Those who are not getting place anywhere, they got shelter, they got help, they got place in India. So they got place in India. So they moved towards India. So Babur was a jobless and homeless man there at Afghanistan. So he's taken shelter in Afghanistan, Babur. Umar Sheikh Mirza was his father. So Babur was expelled from Fargana and then taken shelter in Afghanistan. Babur wanted to capture Samarkand. There was a SCO summit recently. Samarkand. Wanted to capture Samarkand. This was an ancestral place of Taimur. So Babur wanted to capture Samarkand because it was homeland of, ancestral land of Amir Taimur. Homeland of Amir Taimur. So wanted to capture Samarkand. Homeland. So Babur was staying in Afghanistan for the long time. He stayed there in Afghanistan. Kabul. So Babur was staying in Kabul. When he was expelled from his homeland, Fargana, he was staying in Kabul. So that time, Mewar was ruled by Rana Sanga. He was the most powerful ruler of India at that time. And Delhi, there was Ibrahim Lodi. So Babur was here. In Kabul. I told you that Babur had ambition to capture Samarkand. He was not at all interested in capturing the territory. He wanted to go back to Samarkand. So Babur was interested in capturing Samarkand. Ruler of Punjab, this area. Ruler of Punjab was Daulat Khan Lodi. He was ruler of Punjab. Daulat Khan Lodi. Daulat Khan Lodi. So Daulat Khan Lodi was very ambitious And Rana Sanga was also very ambitious. They wanted that Babur should invade over India so that the Lodhis will become further weak. And then Babur will return back to Samarkand, because the primary objective of Babur to go back to homeland. So Babur will return back to Samarkand, and thereafter they will capture. So they individually were very ambitious. Both Rana Sanga and Daulat Khan Lodi, they were very ambitious to take the rule at Delhi. So they invited Babur to invade over India. It is said that they invited Babur because they were under the impression that Babur, after invasion, will return back to Samarkand. They invited Babur to invade. They invited Babur to invade over India. So Babur, after the invitation, 1526, Babur invaded over Delhi. First Battle of Panipat. (1526). First Battle of Panipat, 1526. It was Babur versus Ibrahim Lodi. It was Babur versus Ibrahim Lodi. 1526. Babur versus Ibrahim Lodi. Babur defeated Lodi. But everybody was expecting that Rana Sanga Babur will return back to Samarkand, Babur will return back to Central Asia. But Babur, he started writing his autobiography, Tujuke Babri. So after this victory, Babur started writing his autobiography, Tujuk-e-Babri. It was in Turkey language. Tujuk-e-Babri. It was in Turkey language. Turkish. Babur speaks Turkish, so Turkish language. This is a mother tongue of Babur, so Tujuk-e-Babri. (1526). Tujuk-e-Babri, Turkish language. It was translated into Persian by Abdurrahim Khan-e-Khanan. Its Persian translation was Abdurrahim Khan-e-Khanan. Its Persian translation was Abdurrahim Khan-e-Khanan. Its Persian translation was Abdurrahim Khan-e-Khanan. It was also translated in English. Its English translation was Madam Beveridge. Its English translation was Madam Beveridge, she translated this Tujzuke Babari. Its Persian translation was made by Abdur Rahim Khane Khanan, son of Bairam Khan. Abdur Rahim Khane Khanan. Son of Bairam Khan. Abdur Rahim Khane Khanan, he was son of Bairam Khan, who translated into Persian. So Babur, this is a story. So when Babur decided not to go in Tujzuke Babari, he had all praise for India. The natural resources, rivers, all praise for India Babur had presented. Then only when Rana Sanga came to know that Babur will not go. So conflict of clash of interest. You can understand, look at the location of Delhi and Chittor. This is so close that two powerful rulers could not coexist at a time. Two powerful rulers could not coexist at a time. So Chittor and the Delhi. So when Rana Sanga decided not to go, Babur decided not to go, then conflict with Rana Sanga was obvious. So 1527, another battle was fought. This is Babur versus Rana Sanga. Babur versus Rana Sanga. This is called Battle of Khanwa. This is a clash of supremacy. This is clash of geopolitics. Geopolitics. The distance between Delhi and Chittor was so small that two powerful rulers could not coexist there. So this is a clash of geopolitics or clash of supremacy. And in this battle, Rana Sanga died and Babur defeated Rana Sanga. So Battle of Khanwa, Babur defeated Rana Sanga. Babur defeated Rana Sanga. Battle of Khanwa. After this victory, Babur distributed one silver coin Babur distributed one silver coin to people of Kabul. People of Kabul. One silver coin to people of Kabul, and therefore he was a great giver. He was a great giver, known as Kalandar. Kalandar. Kalandar means those who gave the great donation, great giver. So after victory at Khanwa, Babur distributed one silver coin to each inhabitant of Kabul, and therefore he was known as Kalandar. So the way Damada Mast Kalandar, that is what is the great giver. So Babur was known as Kalandar. So great giver. So distributed one silver coin to each inhabitants of Kabul. It had distributed one silver coin to each inhabitants of Kabul. He is known as Kalandar. 1527. (1528) Battle of Chanderi. Chanderi, Medni Rai versus Medni Rai, against Medni Rai. Battle of Chanderi against Medni Rai. He was ruler of Gwalior. He was ruler of Gwalior. Battle of Chanderi against Medni Rai, and he was ruler of Gwalior. Babur defeated Medni Rai. 1529 Battle of Ghagra. Battle of Ghagra. Battle of Ghagra versus Mahmud Lodi. Versus Mahmud Lodi. Battle of Ghagra versus Mahmud Lodi. So after this battle, Babur defeated Mahmud Lodi. So quick, very quick, 1529. And then 1530, Babur died. Babur died. So 26, 27, 28, 29, 30th consecutive. Battle of Panipat, Battle of Khanwa, Battle of Chanderi, Battle of Ghangra, and then 1530 Babur died. Very quick. He was very quick. No time. Finish the work and then move away. So 1530 he died. So remember the name. In Hindi, I hope many of you are able to understand Hindi. Panipat, Khanwa, Chanderi, Ghagra. So in Hindi said Babur आया, पानी पिया, खाना खाया, चाय पी, घर गया, मर गया. Right. बाबर आया, पानी पिया, खाना खाया, चाय पी, घर गया, मर गया. So, Panipat, Khanwa, Chanderi, Ghagra. This is how you can remember the fact 26, 27, 28, 29, and then Babur died. सो बाबर आया, पानी पिया, चाय पी, घर गया और मर गया। These are the battles. One, two, three, four, five. 4 battles, and 5th he died. Babur, he composed poetry with the title Diwan. Composed poetry with the title Diwan. So the title of the poetry was Diwan. This was in Turkish language. All the poetry was in Turkish language. So he wrote poetry also, despite the fact that 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30th he died. It was said that he was having the son, Humayun, eldest son, and then Humayun became ill, and then Babur prayed to the god that my life should go to the Humayun, and thereafter Humayun started getting cure, and then Babur getting ill, and finally he died. So this is some story, emotional story. This land is full of emotions, of all kind of emotions. You can float anytime in the air. So after death of Babur, Humayun became the ruler. Humayun, known as fortunate, but he was most unfortunate person born on earth. Humayun means fortunate, but he was most unfortunate person born on earth. Most unfortunate person born on earth. Babur asked Humayun to divide the empire among his brothers. So he told Humayun that please divide the empire among your brothers. Follow the Afghani system. Afghans normally they divide the empire among the brothers. So follow the Afghani system. So Humayun was a very obedient son of Babur, so he divided the empire among the brothers. So among the brothers, there were 4 brothers. Humayun was having the 3 more brothers. So Humayun, he kept himself at Delhi. Delhi was under the control of Humayun. And Kandahar, this is a very important location. Kandahar was called Gateway of India. So very important location, Kandahar. Kandahar was handed over to Kamran. So Kamran got Kandahar. Kamran got Kandahar. And other 2 brothers, Askari and Hindal, they also got some territory in Rajasthan and UP. Askari and Hindal also got small territory, but the main territory is that the Humayun he got at Delhi, right? And Kandahar was given by Kamran. Kandahar was strategically very important. Strategically very important place. Strategically very important place, Kandahar. Strategically very important place. Because it was called gateway to India. Gateway to India. It was gateway to India. I told you that the word Humayun, that refers to what? Fortunate. But he was the most unfortunate person born on earth. Listen from the story very carefully here, that what is the problem of Humayun? Problem of Humayun. Don't get it a complex, it's a very easy problem of Humayun. Afghans are the real problem of Humayun. Actually, what was the reason behind the success of Babur against Afghans? That Babur started playing one Afghan against another. So Babur started playing one Afghan against another. So many Afghans were encouraged by Babur. Many Afghans were encouraged by Babur, because they were party to the Babur's campaign. So after death of Babur, those Afghans were encouraged by Babur. They became real challenge for Humayun. Right? So who are the Afghans? In those Afghans who were party to the Babur's campaign. Initially they were the partner of Babur, now they became the real challenge for Humayun. So those Afghans who encouraged Babur, they became real problem for Humayun. Real problem for Humayun. Afghans encouraged by Babur, they became real problem for Humayun. So now look at the map and listen the story very carefully so that you can understand the facts. Babur, Humayun here in Delhi, and Kamran is at Kandahar. Humayun inherited empire from Babur. It was a big empire. So Babur was not a common man, he was a prince. He was a prince. His father was Umar Sheikh Mirza, he was the ruler of Fargana. So he was a prince. After death of Umar Sheikh Mirza, Babur became the ruler of Fargana. But He was expelled by Saybani Khan Uzbek. Babur wanted to capture Samarkand. So there was a regular conflict. So then Saybani Khan Uzbek expelled him. And then Babur came to Kabul. From Kabul he invaded over India and consecutive war. And then he finally laid the foundation of Mughal Empire. So after Babur, this is Humayun. Humayun here. Kamran here. Afghans of Eastern UP and Bihar, they were the real challenge for this area. Afghans were very much deeply rooted here. So Afghans of UP and Bihar, they were the real challenge. Afghans of UP Bihar, they are the real challenge. So here Afghans of Eastern UP and Bihar, this is the area which is called Nuhani Afghan. Nuhani Afghan. Muhammad Khan Nuhani. Muhammad Khan Nuhani. Nuhani Afghan. He was ruling over this Eastern UP. This is the area. Muhammad Khan Nuhani ruling over this area. His son was Jalal. Jalal. So Jalal was very spoiled boy. He never wanted to study. Muhammad Khan Nuhani put him in many schools, college, coaching, tuition center, but Jalal was very confident that he will not study. So Muhammad Khan Nuhani was very worried that how this boy will study even the ABCD. So Muhammad Khan Nuhani invited a tutor, Farid. Farid came from Jaunpur. So Farid came from Jaunpur. Farid came from Jaunpur. Jaunpur was a very great center for the Islamic learning. So Farid was invited from Jaunpur. Farid was a tutor invited by Muhammad Khan Nuhani for Jalal. And Muhammad Khan Nuhani was trying all his level best, the best in India. But Jalal was also very confident that whatever the try you will make, I will not let you that you can teach me. So he was of the different breed. So one day Muhammad Khan Nuhani and Farid, they were walking in forest taking the evening walk. So suddenly a lion came. So once the lion came, Farid killed that lion in a single stroke. And therefore Farid became Sher Khan. Farid became Sher Khan. Farid killed that lion in a single stroke and then Farid became Sher Khan. Farid became Sher Khan. So since he killed the lion, therefore he became Sher Khan. Killed the Sher Khan. After death of Muhammad Khan Nuhani, Farid married his widow and Sher Khan married his widow. Sher Khan married his widow. So now he got the royal connection because widow is the only inheritor of the husband. In Afghanis, widow is the only inheritor of husband. So when Sher Khan married the widow of Muhammad Khan Nuhani, so he got the royal connection. So now the Jalal became son of Sher Khan. His mother got married with Sher Khan, so Jalal became son of Sher Khan. And Jalal became son of Sher Khan. So Sher Khan, he challenged Humayun. He was major challenger to Humayun. So Sher Khan challenged Humayun. He was major challenger to Humayun. He challenged Humayun. Humayun could not go to Bengal. Humayun could not proceed to the Bihar. But Sher Khan became the real challenger for Humayun. Became real challenger for Humayun. So Humayun defeated Sher Shah Suri in the Battle of Chunar. So first time Humayun was victorious. But then Sher Shah bounced back and Sher Shah defeated Humayun for the first time in the Battle of Chausa, and in 1540 for the second time in the Battle of Bilgram. So Humayun he faced challenge from Sher Shah. Humayun once defeated Sher Shah in the Battle of Chunar, 1539. But in 1540 there were two consecutive battles. One is the Battle of Chausa, and second is the Battle of Belgram. In both the battles, Humayun faced defeat from Sher Shah. In both the battles, Humayun faced defeat from Sher Shah. Right? And thereafter, Humayun was expelled from Delhi. Humayun was expelled from Delhi. Humayun was expelled from Delhi. So therefore the Mughal Empire had ended. Let us summarize this. This is the concluding phase. So let us summarize this in a very quick manner. Humayun versus Sher Shah. Humayun versus Sher Shah. Humayun was (1539). Humayun defeated Sher Shah in Battle of Chunar. Humayun defeated Sher Shah in Battle of Chunar. 1540. Battle of Chausa. And Battle of Kannauj. Battle of Chausa and Battle of Kannauj. These two consecutive battles Humayun faced defeat from Sher Shah. And obviously Humayun lost the Mughal Empire. So within a decade of death of Babur died in 1530, and 10 years within a decade Humayun lost everything. So 1540 Humayun lost everything. So within the death of Babur, a decade, Humayun lost everything. Humayun lost everything. 1540. Battle of Chausa. So Humayun was expelled from Delhi. Humayun was expelled from Delhi and Sher Shah he established empire in India. Sur Empire was established. Sur Empire was established. Humayun was out of Delhi. So Sher Shah he started ruling. Sher Shah means that Sher Shah he became ruler of Delhi, replacing Humayun. And within a decade Humayun lost everything. The period of Sher Shah ruled there. He laid the foundation of Sur Empire. So Sher Shah ruled around 1540 to 45. These 5 years Sher Shah ruled. But what about Humayun? Humayun moved away from Delhi, and Kamran did not help Humayun. Kamran was at Kandahar. Kandahar was called Gateway of India. Gateway to India, not gateway of India, gateway to India. Means all the Central Asians, they take the route to come to India through Kandahar. So it's called gateway to India, right? So Kamran did not help Humayun. He understood that you are a useless fellow, so did not help Humayun. So Kamran did not help Humayun. He understood that this man is a useless man, infectious virus, so therefore Kamran did not help Humayun. Kamran did not help Humayun. Sher Shah, 1542-45. Humayun had taken shelter. Humayun, in between, look at his priority. Anyone who lost the state, what he will do? He will try to recover the empire, but look at his priority. Humayun saw Hamida Banu Begum, immediately got married. So in between, he got married with Hamida Banu Begum. And after that, 1542, Akbar born. Akbar was such an unfortunate baby. His father was jobless and his father was homeless. So Humayun requested Kamran that at least you keep the baby. Many says that he snatched the baby, but requested Kamran that you please keep that Akbar at least. So Kamran agreed to keep Akbar in his court, but not permitted Humayun. You don't come. So Akbar, a baby boy, plus Bairam Khan, he was the very trusted lieutenant of Humayun. So Akbar and Bairam Khan stayed in the court of Kamran. Akbar and Bairam Khan stayed in the court of Kamran, and Humayun plus Hamida Banu Begum they went to Iran. They had taken shelter in the court of Iranian ruler. Shelter in court of Iranian ruler. Akbar, he had taken shelter in the court of Iranian ruler. So this is how the end of the Mughal system at that time, in a decade. 1542, this Akbar born. I'm repeating again here. Akbar born. He is born in Amarkot. Amarkot, this is a place in the Sindh. So look at the priority of Humayun. Family, bacha, marriage. So he should have taken effort to get back, but Sher Shah Suri was very much placed here. So Sher Shah Suri will not let Humayun to return till he is there. And then Kamran also did not help Humayun. So Humayun, after birth of Akbar, requested Kamran that you keep the baby. Kamran agreed, and then Akbar along with Hamida Banu, Akbar along with Bairam Khan stayed in the court of Kamran at Kandahar. And Humayun plus Hamida Banu Begum went to Iran to take the shelter in the court of Iranian ruler. So from here, that how Sher Shah Suri will collapse, and then how Humayun will bounce back, and then how Akbar will establish a very powerful empire. We will talk in that sense. So thank you for the day. I have answered all the questions that you have sent. I hope you got this. Regarding the confusion that you have, you correct the mistakes if at all is there. So you correct that all mistakes. I have already cleared the things. Any question, just put there. I will speak to you then. Thank you so much. Have a nice evening.